Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Aim Small, Miss Small. For today's video, we're doing the unboxing and rundown of the Roark Precision Optics LEGACY 3-21 by 50 first focal plane scope. Guys, I think this is a fantastic scope. We'll do the unboxing to see what you guys get when you buy this, when you purchase this scope, so what's in the box, and then I'm going to do a rundown on the scope, just labeling the features and telling you what you to expect from the scope. And then at the end, I'll give you my opinion and we'll give you a discount code if you want to buy it directly from Roark. So stay tuned and let's do the unboxing. All right, guys, let's just do the unboxing before we do the rundown. So let me just open the box for you. Nice solid carton box to keep it well protected while transportation or during the transportation phase. Nice little foam on top also to just protect it. Nice sticker for your safe or your car. And there you have it, the box. Let me just give you a quick close-up of what that looks like. All right, I've taken the scope out of the plastic. It also comes with a plastic filament. All right, we'll start with the fantastic big feature, which is 34mm rings branded with the Roark logo. There you go. Nice quality on that. All right, and you got your turret tool to open the turrets if you want to realign after zeroing. There you've got that. All right, on the side here in front of the scope, you have a wheel that connects to the parallax, just to help you adjust the parallax if you're going to be doing any air rifle shooting or rimfire competitions. There you got your Allen key. And something that the airsoft guys like is the mesh attachment to the front of the objective lens to reduce the glare. So that's a nice little feature. And then we get to the scope. So let me just take it out and give you a nice close-up. Before I do that, flip caps on both sides, spring-loaded, also included into the price. All right, and there you go. Let me just give you a close rundown quickly. And as you can see, this is the Legacy range from Roark. All right, let's get to the rundown. All right, guys, now that the unboxing is done and you know what to expect inside the box when you do your purchase, let's have a look at the scope itself. A little bit of the build quality, a little bit of the features that it's got. We'll go from the back of the scope all the way forward and just give you a rundown on what to expect and what the specs are. Starting with the build of the scope, I'm just going to bring it nice and close so you guys can see the design and the build of the scope. I have some pictures on social media so you guys can have some up close, good quality pictures to look at it. But it is a nice, compact, streamlined design. You can also put the sunshade on, which makes it a little bit longer. So if you've got a bigger build, like if I put it on the Delta, but if you don't put it on, nice and compact little scope. All right, working from the back all the way forward, we'll start with the eye relief. As you can see, everywhere that anything moves on the scope has got the grip attached to it. So on your eye relief, magnification ring, your turrets, your parallax, it's got the grip on the side. So nice, sleek design, and it definitely helps. So with regards to your eye relief, if I turn it, see, nice and smooth, easy going. All right, nice travel there. As you can see, it extends nicely and all the way in. So let's say I select that, no movement on the eye relief. So that's a good sign on the design. Looking at your travel, so if I keep the scope in place as it would be on a rifle, nice and easy. It's a little bit stiff, but not too bad. You can put it in place and leave it. On the smaller magnifications, you can go between two numbers, and on the larger magnification, as you can see, you can also go in between, but it's not as big as you got between 3, 5, and 7. 3, 5, and 7, and 8. Right, looking at your turrets. So we'll start on the parallax, moving across over the top, just give you some features on that, to the Windage. So if we look at the parallax, nice feature of this, it goes all the way down from 15 to 500 and to infinity. So your range is between 15, 500 to infinity. So some of you might ask, why go 15 on the parallax? That is so that you have the travel if you want to bring it up nice and close. Gives you the ability to shoot a rimfire cartridge, .22, or an air rifle, and it gives you the ability to shoot nice and close. So big feature on the parallax from 15 to 500. All right, if we look at the top turret, I'll just bring it closer to the mic so you can hear the crispness of the clicks. This is on the elevation. And this one's on the windage. So perfect, the sound the same, great little clicks and crisp sound on the turrets. So on your elevation, so as you can see, I can go all the way up, and it's quite a lot if you can see the small numbers there, as well as all the way down. And the nice feature that comes standard with the scope is your zero stop. So all the way to the maximum elevation travel and all the way back to the zero stop. The scope offers a 29 mil travel. It's just a spec for some of you guys, but if I put it in perspective, I can shoot on a 6.5 Creedmoor to 2,000 meters on a flat, and that still would be on the crosshair. So I can adjust it all the way and shoot on the center of the crosshair. So that's quite a distance, quite a nice travel to have on the elevation. Your windage turret, as we spoke, also nice and clear. So I'll just turn it out so you can see the details that it's got in there. All right, nice and clear so you can read where your turret is. And both of these you can open and readjust to zero. So once you've zeroed your rifle, you zero the turret, take it off, realign, and put it on zero. It's a nice little feature. On the elevation, on the windage, you do have 29 mils. That is extremely more than sufficient for windage, but you got that travel, which is nice to have. All right, on the front, we got the 50 mil objective lens. And to me, the next feature, I think, is the game changer, especially for the guys doing hunting. So I'll show you a comparison. This scope comes in the 34 mil tube, so basically the middle of the scope between my two fingers. And this is, to me, the game changers for the hunters. So if you compare it with one of my older scopes that I just have sitting around, I kept this because it's a little bit of a memorabilia piece. First scope my father ever bought me, but just to show you the comparison. So this is a 1-inch tube and this is a 34 mil tube. So if you look at the comparison on that, you can see what difference it makes. So for the guys that hunt, this gives you a great low light capability in shooting the 34 mil tube because it allows more air towards you at the end. So a great feature for me. And once I've started shooting the 34 mil tube, I haven't shot anything else. So that to me is a game changer. All right, so that gives you the outside spec of the scope. Let's have a look at the reticle quickly. I'll pull up a picture so you can see what it's like and what it looks like on the inside. It's a very fine reticle. So if you don't like looking through a scope and seeing a fine reticle, this might not be the option for you. For me, I like it fine. The little dot in the center there is a fantastic feature for me. I like the dot. It pulls my focus towards where I'm aiming. This scope goes down to 3 magnification. So I'll put a little video, just an add in so you can see how small the reticle gets at 3 magnification. I don't see the use of shooting at 3 magnification, but it is there. The reticle is just too small for me, but I'll show you what it looks like. 9 out of the 10 times, I hunt between anything from 8 to 15. So I'll give you, on the insert, I'll stop it at 8 and run it to 15 so you can see what the reticle looks like and you can see what it looks like. If you go all the way to 21, on the other hand, you zoom into the reticle. Being a first focal plane, you move the size of the reticle. At 21, you'll see it as well, you only see to 9 mils windage travel as well as elevation travel, well, up but down on the scope. So the perfect setting for me with this scope would be to see the full reticle, which is anything between 15 and 18, and that's where I shoot my PRH master. So perfect visibility on the crosshair. So fantastic crosshair on that. I think it's a good crosshair with combination of the scope. So guys, my opinion of the scope, I think it's a great value for money. As you saw with the unboxing, they do include the 34 mil rings. If you go and buy any 34 mil rings, it'll cost you anything from 1,500 to 2,500 rand. So you can subtract that from the great price of 8.5 from the scope. The scope goes for 8.5, including the rings. It is a fantastic price, fantastic value for money. My complete opinion, starting from the back going forward, fantastic zoom range. Capable of doing hunting and light PRS shooting. Elevation, travel, and windage storage, more than sufficient. Great clear, crisp clicking on the turrets. We've done a tracking video on it. It's on Roark's YouTube channel. Go and have a look. It tracks perfectly. Great, versatile parallax from 15 to 500 to infinity. 34mm tube, as I mentioned before. Great feature for me. And a 50mm objective lens. Guys, for the value for money, this is one of the greatest scopes you can buy on the market today. So if you guys are willing to buy, I did mention in the beginning of the video, if you go to Roark, you can buy one of the scopes from their website directly, and you can use the code ASMS to get a 5% discount on the website. ASMS, aim small, miss small, to receive your 5% off, which puts the scope at just about 8,000 Rand. Guys, great value for money. So guys, there you have it. This is the 3-21 by 50 first focal plane scope from Roark. Just the rundown. If you've got any questions, please comment in the video below. If you would like to see more videos like this on specific scopes, also comment in this video so I can try and give you guys that review. And I appreciate you coming back to watching this video and supporting the channel, and we'll see you again. Goodbye.